All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the Thursday training. I hope everyone's had a good week. Kai, good to see you in here. How are you? Looks like you're the first one in here today. Hi, can you hear me okay?
I can, and you can't see me, I don't think, but yeah, I'm excited to be here, my man. I
I
told you,
know. It's been a
yeah,
little while.
I got a minute, so what the heck, right?
No, that's awesome. Yeah, we're kind of gonna run through the basics. So what we basically do is I'm gonna start with kind of the basics of when you record, what happens, and then I'm gonna move my way through different ways to record, the reasons for the different tech, like what the strategy would be, and then how you take those videos, put them on a landing page, what does it all mean, and then some other CRM aspects, things like that, AI. So we'll kind of move through in a pretty orderly way. And then we usually do questions on the backside. So if you have anything as we're kind of watching, always feel free to pop something in the chat or, hey, Rob, I had a question about that. And then we'll kind of circle the wagons. But I wanted to ask you, did you get a chance to play with the platform at all, or are
Not
you
at all.
heads down?
Not even close. And in fact, your co-founder, I was blown away. Like he sent me an email and I was like, the fact that he sent me an email is why I'm back here. I was like, you're the co-founder and you're emailing me? And he's like, yeah. And I go, I have never touched it. He goes, you need to check it out. I'm like, all right, I'll come tomorrow. So
No, that's awesome. Yeah, Ruben and Darius are great. They're both they work really well together. They have two completely different personalities, but they're very attention to detail, creative tech. I mean, they know the technology because they built it, from day one, and they've just been in and out of it for so many years, like showing people different scenarios, and they're really nice and super supportive. So
yeah,
it's a
I was like,
nice.
if the founder's gonna come on, I'm like, okay, I'll come check it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're amazing. Like I've known Ruben and Darius for God, how many years has it been now? Like almost 4 years now. And yeah, they're really great. So um all right, so let me do this. Let me say welcome back to the AI note takers that are in the room. I always say hi to the AI note takers. And then also Kyan as well. Welcome back, my friend. And then Dwayne has his own AI assistant agent in here that sometimes talks back, which is pretty funny. So, all right. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Kai, if you have any questions, pop them in the chat and we are going to get moving.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let me jump over here and let's get started. Okay. So, when you are logged into your Dubb account, this is what this is going to look like. Whether you have a trial account, you have a paid account, when you're logged in, you're going to be right in this dashboard area. Now, the dashboard area has some things of importance. Number one is going to be over here to the right, it says training. So this top link right here is the training you're in right now, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. PST. All of these trainings will be loaded to our YouTube support channel right over here. So I'll put that link in the chat before we head out today. And then also below here, this link right here off to the right says watch training videos. This is a nice orderly Dubb Academy that we have where it walks you through step by step how to use the platform. Most of the videos are anywhere between the 1 minute to 3 or 4 minutes. The only longer really ones around 9 to 11 minutes are the automation ones down here, but they're all pretty much right to the point. They all have titles, so you know what they're about. And it's a nice kind of way that people have kind of used to walk their way through. So they'll go to the live training, they'll see their use case. Oh, that's what I'd want to use it for. And then they'll come in here and kind of back it up here, or they'll go to the support channel and watch the live training, those certain aspects that were covered. Now, also back here on the dashboard, we have founder coaching. So this is just something we mentioned where, in addition to what this is 5 days a week, we have two plans on Dubb, Pro and Pro Plus. So if you're on the Pro Plus side of things, the higher tier package, Ruben and Darius do coaching twice a week, Tuesday and Thursdays. It's very accountability based. There's a whole curriculum. You can fill out a form about your business, then give you, advice in and out of the platform. It's pretty neat. So they do it twice a week, and they've been doing it for quite a while now. We also have partner stuff right down here. So if you want to be a Dubb partner, click the Apply Now button. Creates this little referral link for you, and we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that's going to subscribe to Dubb through that link. So what would happen is if someone's interested, I'm like, oh, I want to know more about Dubb. Dubb person sends me the link, I subscribe, they get 30% recurring commission. And then if I say, you know what, I really like Dubb, I want to tell other people about Dubb, and I get someone else to subscribe, they're going to get another 10%. So it's a simple 30 and 10. And we're really supportive of it because people that are paying for a Dubb account, you get 4 or 5 people, you get a free Dubb account. And we want you to do that. So, do you know 4 people, once you start using Dubb, because we'd rather pay you than you paying us. Now, from the dashboard here as well, this is kind of the main Starship area here. Now, in general, when you record dub videos and you hit record, the first 3 seconds, no matter what you're doing, if I hit record right now and I'm going like this, it's going to be an animated video GIF preview of whatever I'm doing as soon as I hit record for the first 3 seconds. You can take with editing a different part of the video and move it forward or upload your own thumbnail, but that's kind of time consuming. So if you plan to know as soon as you hit record, you're ready to do your thing, that's probably the best option. Now, what is the animated GIF? So I'm going to show you a couple different styles that are possible with the technology. This right here was recorded with the basic website recorder right inside the Dubb dashboard that I'm going to show you in a second. And all I'm doing here is holding up the Dubb mobile app, which I got on my phone, whether you have Android or iPhone. Get the Dubb mobile app, and it has a digital whiteboard function. So this always works good if you're trying to break through the ice and the name always works really well when you write that on there because it feeds right into the person. Oh, that's my name. Great. Now, if you had a conversation with someone, maybe it's a warm lead, and you talked about some particular topic with someone, and you're following up, you always could have a little phrase on there that's related to what you talked about our convo, follow up on our convo. This could also doesn't have to be a one-to-one. It could be a one-to-many. So maybe you're sending a bulk video out to a bunch of people. It could be a newsletter, it could be an update on something. Think about what would be that one phrase or question on the phone that the entire group could relate to. And that's what a lot of W users have done over the years. One-to-one, the name works really well. Do in a group, have something on there the whole group can relate to. And because it's an animated GIF, you just want to have a little bit of movement to it. I'm just bringing it into frame. You could start in frame and just move a little bit closer so there is some movement when you're starting. I just wouldn't stay static and don't move. It's kind of boring. You want to have something, that you're doing something interesting. It doesn't have to be a performance, just something smiling and moving, just much more engaging. And also from that same webcam, same thing that you just saw, this was recorded there as well. And all I did was put a virtual background behind me. The reason for the virtual background is just to give some context. Like in this case, Sarah knows the video is about her. She doesn't know what the video is about yet, but she knows it's about her. So whether it's a property in real estate, whatever industry you're in, where it could be a website behind you, it could be a screenshot, what's going to give a little bit of context to what this video is probably going to be about? It's kind of like a movie trailer before the movie. And you can even combine two where you could hold up the phone with the name like this, and I could have Sarah's profile behind me as well. So you can get really kind of double creative with this. But even if you do one or the other, this has worked really well over the years. Now, another style that works really well is something like this. This is recorded with the Chrome extension screen recorder. So think about if you wanted to share a website with someone, because this is browser based, the Chrome. In this case, it's a market update in real estate. But again, it could be anything within your industry. Website that's a company website, it could be an article that you want to share, anything browser based, where you want to be on the screen like you see here, like I am here, smiling and pointing, and you can tell that it's a market update because the title of it's right there. We also have a screen recorder that does this. And this is the Dubb desktop app. The Dubb desktop app is not beholden to the browser. So the Chrome extension that you just saw is within the browser. The Dubb desktop app is like a little drone that flies over everything. It can record whatever it wants. It can also record in different orientations. It can do 9 by 16 or 16 by 9. It records in clips. It can go on top of Canva slides like you see here, videos, documents. Maybe you want to crop around a contract that you want to walk someone through. So the Dubb desktop app, it can get very specific in terms of what you want to show. And then lastly, we have our mobile app. And this has been right here very popular. This function has been very popular with real estate folks for property walkthroughs. And this is our picture in picture function right here, where it uses both cameras on the phone. And if you're not in real estate, maybe you're walking around the office, you're going on a little nature walk. We see a lot of social media videos where, we're used to someone's face talking to us, but maybe you're going on a little journey and you want to give some clients some advice or talk about something. Maybe you want to show something in a different way on your computer. So there are cool little creative ways to kind of stand out when someone sees things like this. Now, if we go back to this one here, what happens when you send someone a Dubb video, regardless of the style? So they see it here, they get it, they're going to click on this, the animated GIF. And when they click on it, they're going to be brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. And it's going to have your logo, top left, a little image behind the video player, the video you recorded for that one person or for that group. And then below here, you can have playlist videos. And playlist videos are awesome because The playlist videos bring more information, but also it lets you save your breath on what you have to do so you don't have to repeat yourself over and over and over. Because if I reach out to Sarah here, I'm going to focus on what's the one thing that Sarah wants to hear as soon as I start this video, or the group that I'm talking to. It's really about them. It's less about me and it's more about them. So you can focus on whatever that hook is, relate to them, and then you record a video one time, minute or less, kind of like your pitch video, and it will play right after this video that you've created. So you don't have to, every time you make a video, you don't have to say the same things over and over and over. Hey, Sarah, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. You can really focus on what's that one thing that Sarah really wants to know about or be informed on, and then let her know that there's a video right after that's going to talk about what you do and why you should work with you. And you only have to record it once. And then below here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've watched the videos up here? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to download a document, a contract, a listing agreement? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to check out some reviews? So there's a number of options you have down here. I would just pick, I wouldn't go too many buttons. You don't want to give paralysis by analysis. Sometimes people just have one button because they want them to do that one thing. But if you do have multiples, I would go in order of importance from left to right. This button right here, reply with video, is a really cool button to get video testimonials. So instead of meeting someone in Zoom and having to have it edited, you can send someone a video with this button below it. A lot of Dubb users do this. So I could say, hey, Darius, this is Rob. Listen, thank you so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't have to download anything. Just click the reply with video button below and let me know what have you enjoyed about the platform. And then when you get that video sent back to you, you'll get a little notification in your video library that says, hey, you got a video reply. And then all you have to do is make it part of your playlist. And this has been the trifecta combination that's really worked well over the years. Video for one person or one to many, followed by you record one time a video about what you do, followed by a video testimonial or testimonials. The last part of this page is right over here to the right. And this is our AI sales assistant, Sia. Now, you don't have to have this on the page, but we have found it's just a little button inside of Dubb. But we have found when people get sent videos, we kind of want answers. We're all like very impatient now with social media. We want stuff right away. So maybe you're thinking about booking a time, but you got questions. So over here to the right, you can have up to 20 FAQs. You can ask the AI a question. And when you ask the AI a question, the AI is going to give an answer and then push for whatever your desired outcome is. So a lot of the times, the AI will ask for the name, phone, email. These are all little buttons inside of Dubb that you can switch. And it can also say, hey, here's your answer. Are you ready to book a time with Rob? Now, we have a whole training on SIA, but from a high level perspective, SIA is educated with website links, individual website links, because SIA can physically learn what's in text on those pages. And also, you can upload a PDF with what you do. And it's just a nice way for someone to be able to be on that page to say, you know what, I want to have some questions answered here. Cool, now I feel great. Now I'm going to book a time. Now, when you think about these landing pages in general, these preset landing pages, you want to think about your audience in terms of how you would segment it. If I was in real estate and I represented buyers and sellers, I would want to have a preset landing page for buyers and a preset landing page for sellers because it's going to be a different feel and I'll probably have different testimonials down here. If I was in recruitment, I'd want a separate landing page for employers, one for candidates. If I was in coaching and consulting, I would want my different industries that I'm working with. So it feels like you're speaking right to that part of the audience. And we help you set this up. So when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, our team would meet you in Zoom and help you set up everything you see here, the buttons, the videos, all this good stuff right in here. Now, if we go back to here, this style, how did we record this and how did we record this? So what you would do is go inside the Dubb website here, right on the dashboard, click the red camera icon right up here at the top. And when you select that, that's going to open up your webcam. Now, if I want to do the virtual background behind, I'm going to go below, select virtual background, scroll down here, go to your photos, and then all you have to do is just upload some screenshots from your computer, and it creates this little library that you have in here. So as we mentioned before, people's profiles are great, articles that you want to share, company websites, properties in real estate, anything that's going to give some kind of um, context to what this video is going to be about. Now, when you're recording these, good front light is good. Don't go out past your shoulders. You're going to be into the soup. I would use your shoulders as guardrails for any kind of movement. And that's what it would look like right here. So again, you're giving context. Think about what's behind you. A little smile, a little wave pointing to something. That always makes a difference. Now, if you wanted to do the phone that you saw with the name on it, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And when you have it on your phone, this is what it's going to look like. So here is the Dubb mobile app. It's this little button right up here at the top, that whiteboard button with the person. So when you select that there, that's going to open up a typing area. And all I did before was I just typed the person's name. But again, if it's not one-to-one, what's the phrase or message that you want to put on here that everyone can relate to? And once you type it here, all you have to do is just turn it and it goes like that. And then you do one of these. You can just bring it in a frame, you can push it forward, anything that's really meaningful in terms of just some movement. Now, on this recorder here, the basic website recorder, and across all of our recording tech, you can use a teleprompter if you want to. It's right up in here. So if you want to use a teleprompter, click in here. You can go right to scripting if you want to create a script, or you can pull up a script that you already have saved within the platform. You also can search for a script by name, and there it is here. This is the speed. You can adjust this up or down. Hit the play button, see if you like the speed. Back the text off, or back the text in closer. And when I hit record here, you're going to see a little countdown that's going to happen. So I'm going to pretend like I'm going to do a video here. I got the person's name, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to hit record, and it would be like this. Hey, Rob, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording if I want to take a break, click it again, keep going. If I want to delete the video, it's the red X. It'll always ask you, are you sure you want to do this? And then if you want to save it into the Dubb platform, it's the blue check mark. So in this case, I'm going to save it into the platform. I'm going to click the check mark, and it's going to save the video into Dubb. Now, when it saves it into Dubb, it's going to take me to the video edit page inside of the platform, where I can do a number of things. So anytime you save a Dubb video into the platform, it's going to take you to a page that looks just like this. And we're going to come back to this in a second. But that is how you record a style like that or a style like that. Now, how do we record a style that looks like this? Browser-based screen recorders. You want to share websites, you want to be on the page. How would we do this? Well, what we do is we come over here. Here's an example of a website. And also I'm going to show you how to reach out on LinkedIn. It's going to be the same process. So if I was over here and I wanted to share this, I'm going to click on the Dubb Chrome extension, which is right up here at the top. Click this here, and it's going to open up, and it's going to put me right on the page. Now, some things you want to think about. What's my shape? What's my size? And where do I put myself? Well, size-wise, I don't want to be too big because I'm covering everything. What's the point of doing that? I want to make my size a little bit smaller. I also want to change my shape. You know, this right over here is a house. It's angular. I don't want to be a nice fluffy circle. So I'm going to change my circles down here at the bottom because I want to match the feel of the page. I'm going to click the square. There it is. And I'm going to put myself right in between both the house and the title. So I can do a little wave and a double point like this, and that's kind of fun to see, and it's being very accurate. Here's a cartoon character, here's the title. So always think on whatever the website is, what's the shape, what's the size, and what's the placement. And then here, I can do some things. I can zoom myself in for a tighter fit. I can back myself up. I can physically move myself around inside the frame. I also can jump to full screen if I want to make a point and go back to the page. I also have an annotation tool that I can use. So right over here to the left, if I want to point some things out, I'm going to use that thing. I also have a teleprompter if I want to use one here. So just like across the other recording, here we go. We're going to put in the name of the script. We're going to find it like we did before. This one's a little different. You can grab the sides like this, and you can physically move this wherever you want to move it to. In this case, it's going to be towards the top because I want it to be towards my camera. Now, a little bit of nuance with the Chrome extension. If you want to use the teleprompter, because the Chrome extension is browser based, right? We don't want to go full screen in our browser because if we do, it hides the teleprompter tab and I can't get to it. So you want to leave a little bit of space. So when I hit record, I can just tap this thing, bring it forward, and I'm able to use it. Now there are three orientations to record with Chrome. You can do screen. Now, if I do screen right here, I select screen and I hit record, that means I'm going to get my entire computer screen. It's going to show all the tabs open at the top. So if you're going to do full screen, you might want to organize yourself up there so it looks a little neater. You wouldn't be able to use the teleprompter on full screen. Well, you can, but it's going to show in the recording. So if you're going to go full screen, I would use the desktop app because the teleprompter does not show, and it's a much neater way to record. When you're doing Chrome and it's browser-based like this, I would go tab because tab is a nice clean cut of the page. It won't show any of the open tabs at the top. It'll be right here, right on the page you want to be, and the teleprompter will not show. So that's the setup. This is what this looks like. Now, I also can, within my box here, I can literally change this to my profile picture if I want to, if I didn't want to be on camera. I can turn my webcam off. I can also do a virtual background behind me, just like you saw before. So if I want to fill this with a virtual background, I totally can do that. So this is the setup. This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to bounce out of here, go over to LinkedIn. And what would this look like if I wanted to reach out on LinkedIn? It's going to be the same strategy. You're going to open up the Chrome extension here, just like we just did. But again, we're going to change some things. So I'm not going to be a square because Ruben's in a circle. I want to match that. So I'm going to change myself to a circle. I'm going to reduce my size just a little bit. And I'm going to put myself right next to him, right here. So this is what it would look like. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is, LinkedIn tab. I'm going to click share. And here's what it would look like. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw your profile here on LinkedIn and I thought I would reach out because there's some things I want to make you aware of as we kind of have a chat here. Check this out. So I did my whole wave and everything. That's what's going to be repeating for the first 3 seconds. I can even point at him. I can knock on his bubble. And then I jump to full screen. And you can jump to full screen in two different ways. At the bottom on the control bar, see where it says expand webcam on or off? Just select that there, jumps you to full screen. You can say what you want to say. Click the button here to go back. You also can hover over the webcam with your mouse and just double click, double click. But either way, jumping to full screen is a really nice way to break the visuals, make your point, and then go back to the page. It really is it makes it much more diverse in terms of the recording. Instead of saying just here the whole time, kind of static, why not jump to full screen when you want to make a point and then go back to the page? You also can physically move around, talk about things, be very organic, free flowing, whatever your style is. But if you're a little more regimented and you want to say, you know what, I said my opening, now I want to hit the pause button. Hit the pause button right down here at the bottom, stops the recording, and then go wherever you want to go next. And then hit resume, and you keep going. You also can use the annotation tool right over here to the left, point some things out. You can even start with some text on screen because you want to make a point about something. You can put things in order. You can underline things. You can circle. There are all kinds of different options to point things out. And all of these annotations are going to stay sticky where they are. You can continue down the page and you don't have to worry about them following you. And then to save this into the platform, just click the check mark at the bottom. And that's going to, again, save it into the platform and it will take you to the video edit page inside of Dubb, where we're going to go back to and I want to show you how to customize some stuff in a little bit. Now, the last screen recorder that we're going to look at is going to be this one right here. This is the Dubb desktop app. This can go on top of Canvas slides, documents, anything you want, pretty much a drone that flies over the computer. So how would we use the Dubb desktop app? So this is how we would use it. So we're going to get out of here and I'm going to show you this. Dubb desktop app right up here at the top. You download it, you put into Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC, and then you're going to click on it here. Here's our little menu, and I'm going to click record screen so you can see the difference between what you just saw on the Chrome and what the desktop app does. So I'm going to select this here. I'm going to open up our webcam, and let me just open up my webcam here. Let me reopen. Okay, so record screen. So let's talk about the similarities first. So similarities between the Chrome extension and the desktop app that you just saw. One is going to be the webcam. Same thing. You can do all the same functionality we saw before in the Chrome. Everything in here. You also have an annotation tool. You can do all the same stuff. Now, the teleprompter is similar and different. Similar in the fact that you can move it wherever you want to, but different in the fact that it has another little function that's pretty neat. So inside here, it has voice recognition called auto track. So if I was to hit record and I start reading the script, it's going to go at my own pace. Now, if I don't want to do that, and I just want to do the speed scroll like you saw with the other two teleprompters, click the button to close it, and now you can see there's just a speed that I can adjust up or down. So it's really just whatever choice, whatever you're more comfortable with. Now, another big difference between the Chrome extension and desktop is this. Down here at the bottom, this little red square, there's a red slash through this. So if I was to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of this red slash, now I have a drop down for some border choices. This one right here is custom, which means I can move this wherever I want to, and I can crop around anything that I want to crop around. Whether it's a website, listing agreement, document, part of a website, you can get very accurate in terms of what you want to show. I also can do 16 by 9 for YouTube, and I can do 9 by 16 if I want to do social media. So right from here, I can put this over the top of anything that I want and do a social media video in the right format right from my desktop. In fact, we've done some LinkedIn posts like this. Now, another major difference is the recording itself. So when I hit record here, I'm going to click the red button at the bottom. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. All right, so now I'm recording. Here we go, I'm recording. Now, normally with Dubb, when you click the check mark down here, it means you're saving it into the platform like we saw earlier. But with the desktop app, when you click the check mark, it doesn't mean you're saving it into the platform. What it means is you just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder, and you're going to merge all these clips at the end into one video. And clip recording gives you the ability to drag and drop videos from your computer right into the storyline here. Any video that you save into Dubb has an MP4 version you can download. So you can always just drop videos in here if you want to. Now, there are 3 creative choices down at the bottom left to continue recording. Because as you can see right here, I did a screen recording video. That's my first clip. But what if I want to do another screen recording clip? All I have to do is go down here to the bottom. It's the first icon all the way to the left. It says record screen. I just click that button, brings me right back to where I was, hit record, and now I'm just recording a second clip in the screen recording style that I just did. I'm going to hit the check mark, and there it is right there. And I can physically change the order. I can move these clips around in any order that I want. And I can also click the 3-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. The great thing about clip recording is if you mess up on one clip, but you love the other one, you can just get rid of that clip and keep the other one. Now, this middle icon down here is a webcam style. So maybe I want to do a webcam style clip. I'm going to click that here. It's going to open my webcam. I'm going to hit record. And maybe this is my opening. Hey, welcome to this video, or hey, thanks for watching this video, or I just want to talk about this one topic really quickly. Now you have another clip that's visually different from the other ones. And again, you can move it wherever you want to. The last choice down here, and this is one I like a lot, is called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside the bubble. So instead of being inside the bubble and doing it live, hitting record and double and multitasking, you can record a video before that and play it inside the bubble, whether it's a pre-recorded video of you, someone else, or whatever you want. So what you do is click the narrator video icon at the bottom, right? Click that there. It takes you to your video library right inside Dubb. I'm going to put narrator in because that's what I have the video saved under. And let's just grab this one. And now the pre-recorded version of me, I can put this over anything I want, whether it's a website, document, anything. And it's pre-recorded. So all I have to do is hit record, and I can use the annotation tool, point things out. I can record and just scroll. I can relax because it's me doing the talking there. Welcome into this video on how to use Dubb descriptions. From the Dubb dashboard, and I can pause and resume, and I hit the check mark, and there's my narrator. Now, when you're ready to combine all of these clips together into that one video, all you have to do is click the edit button all the way to the bottom right. It's going to merge all of our clips together. And then once they're merged right here inside the desktop app, you actually have a video editor. So I can play the button here. All right, so now I'm recording. Here we go. I can drag the timeline down here to the bottom. See me dragging it. Let's say I have to cut something out. I'm going to drag it or play it to the point of I want to do my first cut. Like, okay, I want to get rid of me right here. There it is. I'm going to go the scissor icon, which is going to split the clip. Click it here. Now it's in 2 pieces. I want to continue to drag it to that second cut point. Scissors again. Now I basically have 3 pieces. Which one do I want to get rid of? Well, whatever one I click on, then hit the delete trash can button here, and it's gone. And if I want to bring them back, all you have to do is click the undo button. Undo, 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 and I'm right back and no damage has been done. If I want to get rid of silences in my videos, smart cut button right here. So I select this here, and then all the pink areas in here are silences. So if I want to get rid of them, I can if I want a tighter cut to the video. And then over here to the right, you can download the MP4 and you can upload this into the Dubb platform. Now, the last recording style is going to be the Dubb mobile app. And the Dubb mobile app is really great because the cameras on the phones are pretty amazing. You could do landscape, you could do vertical. Also, it switches up the style of recording. So you may do a lot of screen videos like we just saw, or you may do a lot of webcam videos, but maybe you want to switch it up. And maybe it's a piece of advice for a client or something a little more, a little more specific in terms of what you want to cover. So this is what this is going to look like here. So let me share my screen here and I'll show you what this looks like here. Let me try that one more time. If this doesn't want to share and it's being temperamental, I'm gonna have to go old school. Show you guys a different old school way. Hmm. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't want to do it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this way. Let's go back here. Let's go here. Let's go back into Dubb. All right. You have to show you old school. All right. Dubb mobile app right here that we saw before. If I want to record a video, it's going to be this blue button right down here at the bottom. So I'm going to click that there, and it's basically going to open up my camera to record. Okay. To record, you're going to tap this little white circle down here at the bottom. I'm going to tap that there, and I'm going to record a quick clip so you can see it. I'm going to get a little countdown. Here we go. I'm recording, and here we go. There is a clip that I just recorded with the mobile app right down here. So the mobile app records in clips, just like the desktop app that you just saw. And see these timers down here at the bottom? 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. You can decide how long you want the video to be. I always slide mine over to 10 just because you can't go beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app. Now, this clip itself, I can tap this clip, and when I tap it, I have options. I can delete, trim, or edit. And if I select the edit button, now I can do some stuff. I can add text on the screen if I want to. I could say, "Hi, John," or whatever I want to add on here. I could do a voiceover over this if I wanted to. A lot of real estate folks do property walkthroughs and it could be noisy with construction. You can do voiceover order if you want to. You also can speed up the action and you can add music to this clip all within each clip. Now, I can have multiple clips in here, okay? So if I hit record one more time, I'm going to hit record one more time so you can see what that looks like. All right, here we are recording. There is the second clip that I recorded. And these clips can be physically moved around. Again, you don't have to record in order. I can just hold one with my finger and then slide it, and I can change the order just like that. Now, these buttons over here, these icons are important. So this one right here will record what's in front of you. This one right here is a countdown timer. So when I select this one, I can decide, do I want a 3-second countdown or do I want a 10-second countdown? I always do 3 just because it matches everywhere else in Dubb. You hit record, it's 3, 2, 1, you get ready to smile, and you're ready to go. Also, this one right here is our teleprompter right there. I think this is one of our best ones. Opens up like this, and you would find your script. I'll just grab a script right here. There's our script. And we have auto scroll just like we had before, which means you choose a speed between 1 and 10. And then all you have to do is hit the play button, test your speed, see if you like it. You can go up or down. And then if you want to make some changes, there's a pencil icon right here. So if you want to change it, sometimes you're reading teleprompter and you're like, you know what? I don't like how that sounds. I want to make some changes. You can do it right here on the fly. Now, if you are not keeping your eyes at the top where they're supposed to be and they're kind of going down here, you can slide the guardrails up like this. That way your eyes have nothing to look at down there and they got to stay by the camera. Now, if you're doing YouTube and you got to go this way, it turns just like that if you're doing that. So it changes either way you want to go. Now, if you have an iPhone, you can do auto track voice recognition if you have an iPhone. So you're going to select the gear icon right over here to the right, select that there, select auto track. It's kind of tough to see there, auto track. And when you select auto track, now I'm going to hit record and I'm going to read this and you're going to see it move. Real estate agents, get more qualified leads right now with the Modern Prospecting for Real Estate Agents training video, aka your growth guide that lets you right to closing town. So anyway, it follows you through at your own pace. And again, that's auto track right over here to the right, or auto scroll, depending on which one you want to use. And then to close the teleprompter, tap the X to the top right, and it closes. Now, let's just say you recorded a video outside of the app, not on the mobile app. You recorded something on your phone, but you want to make it part of this story down here. So it's this folder button right here. When you select that button, it's going to take you to your photo video area, find the the video you want on your phone, select it, just click add clips, and it will drop it right into the queue. And you'll have that video right in here with the rest of them as a clip. Now, if you want to record your screen, it's this button right here that will physically record what's on your screen. If you want to use filters, we have this little button right here. And basically what this does is it changes the it does skin smoothing, it does black and white, it does all kinds of stuff down here. This is more fun than anything else. It does different color gradations as well. The picture in picture that you saw in the beginning of the training, where we use both cameras on the phone, that's this one right here, picture in picture. So if I'm going to use that one, I'll record something really quick so you can see what this looks like. I'm going to hit record. Here we go. I'm going to move myself around just like this. You can zoom in. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that looks like now. So here is the picture in picture clip I just recorded. This one, I'm going to hit play. I'm going to hit record. Here we go. I'm going to move myself around just like this. You can zoom in. So whatever you want to show, whether it's again a property walkthrough in real estate, any other industry you're in, you want to show a product, service, something on your computer, you can do picture in picture. The last one here is virtual background. So just like we saw in the beginning of the training when I was on the webcam and you could have something behind you, you can do the same thing on the mobile app. Just screenshot whatever you want on there and do that. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to open this here and I'll show you what it looks like. Here we go. Let's do this here. I'm going to hit record. All right, here we go. Pointing to something. It could be someone's profile, it could be a background, it could be a property. All right. Here is the virtual background clip right down here, right there. So when I select that one there, I hit play. Here, I'm going to hit record. All right, here we go. Pointing to something. It could be someone's profile, it could be a background, it could be a property. And that's what that looks like right there. Now, when you're done recording and you want to combine all of these clips together into that one video, select this blue button up here to the top. That's going to merge all of our clips together, and you're going to have a copy on your phone automatically. All right, here we go. And then at this point, you can hit the upload button down here, the blue upload button, and that's going to save it into the platform. So that's how you use the mobile app and all these different recording styles, whether it's right here on the webcam, screen recorders, mobile, they're all different styles dedicated to different goals. Now, when you save a video into Dubb, like we talked about earlier, it's going to take you to the video edit page, like you see right here. Now, when you're on this page, there's this little drop down right here. See where it says Rob's preset? That basically means I have a default landing page for any video that I record. So if I hit record, automatically it's going to have these playlist videos, these buttons, these colors automatically attached to any video that I record. But I can choose another preset landing page that we have. We have tons of them for different reasons, and it'll change everything about the page. So that's why I was saying before, whatever industry you're in, you want to have a landing page for different segments of your audience. Now, on this page, you have the ability to look at some tracking. See what it says no activity yet? That's because we haven't sent the video anywhere. But if we do have the ability to find out, hey, is anyone opening the emails? Are they clicking on any of the buttons on the page? Are they looking at the page views? Are they watching the videos? And if they are watching the videos, what is the watch rate? Now, we also have in here a digital coach called Kyra that's going to give you feedback on your videos. So if you click generate, it's going to give you feedback on your visuals and feedback on your actual content. And it's also going to say, hey, are you being repetitive? Are you using filler words? It's a nice non-biased coach that immediately can give you some feedback. We also have editing in here. So any video you save into Dubb, you can click the edit button down here at the bottom. You can play this video. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. You can drag the timeline anywhere you need to drag it. So if I drag it here, if I want to cut this out, just like we were looking at before, split clip with the scissor icon, drag it again, split clip again. Now you got three pieces. Whatever's highlighted in orange, hit the trash can and it's gone. Now, again, if you want to bring all this stuff back, just click undo, 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 and then it goes right back to the beginning. Now, if you ever edited something where you did so much, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to hit the undo button 10,000 times. All you have to do is go to the top, download the MP4 version of the video. Every Dubb video has an MP4 version. Download it, click replace, click save, and you're good. Now, if you want to share this video, you recorded a video, you got it on a customized landing page, now you just want to send it. So over here inside of Gmail, this is what this would look like. For best practice, you always want to have the word video in the subject line. It really helps with the open rates. It's rare that you see the word video, even still today. And then inside here, you want to have some text in terms of why someone should watch the video. The last part of it is adding the video in, and there's a couple ways to do that. The first way is with a little shortcut we have down here at the bottom, because we have the Dubb Chrome extension logged in. This little button is going to show up down here in Gmail. If you're in Outlook 365, it'll show up off to the right in add-ins. But when you click this button, it's going to open up the Chrome. And as you can see down at the bottom right, I'm scrolling through my video library. So what video do I want to send? I'm going to go with, let's go with this one right here. I'm going to click Advanced Options. I'm going to put the email in of the person I'm sending it to get that advanced tracking. And then I'm going to click Insert, and it's going to pop the video in just like that. Now, if I don't use this shortcut, there's another way to drop a video in. Back over here on the video edit page, there's a big blue share and send button. Select this here, put the email in for the tracking. I'm going to add a little personalization text right here. Click copy for email, and it's just a copy and paste. Come in just like this. And that's what it would look like. Now, if you're trying to send someone a video on LinkedIn, you definitely want to connect with them first and then send them a video. Because if you try to send a video with a connection request, it will only show up as a link. You won't get that nice animated GIF. So you want to connect with them first. Most people connect. And then when you do, click the message button down here at the bottom. And then all you have to do is go here, and there's our little Dubb button right down here with the integration we have with LinkedIn. Select that button here. And then it's going to open up your library. Again, this is the video we want to send. Click Insert. And then you can change this right here to something personal. And then all you have to do is click Send, and then it will be right here in the inbox like that. And this is much more personal for someone to see, much more engaging than all the other text-based stuff. Now, if you do have a third-party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact, or you have a CRM like Follow Up Boss, Salesforce, HubSpot, Go High Level, whatever it is, we have a lot of integrations with different CRMs. So if you have your workflows already set up in there, just add video to them. Now, if you don't have a CRM and you want to use Dubb, you absolutely can do that. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do campaigns right from within Dubb, email and SMS, bulk sends. And you can also do automation. So if you have the Pro Plus plan that we have, you can do automations where you can set up a workflow where some kind of message will go out, and then you can add actions to it. You know, if someone does something, like if someone clicks on a button or they watch the video or they did something, they'll be brought down a different path. So those are automations. That's with our Pro Plus plan. So there's quite a few options, whether you're on Pro or you're on Pro Plus. Now, lastly is AI here in the dashboard, our AI assistant, Aira. Obviously, everyone uses ChatGPT. It's pretty awesome. We have our version of this in here, and we have a little profile feature within Aira, which means, as an example, if I was in real estate and I had buyers and sellers, I would want to create a profile for buyers and a profile for sellers. So again, it's back to segmenting the audience. Because when you do that, you could set up different segments. All you have to do is answer these questions inside of Aira. It's going to ask about this part of your audience and the outreach. You even can choose a preferred tone of communication, and you also can choose a writing structure if you want to. And this is the have method. Open with a hook. We talk about that all the time. Address their needs, provide value, extend a call to action. So all I have to do is say, okay, what part of my audience am I working on right now? Pick the one that you want. Then all you have to do is just come in here, choose a prompt. We're all used to doing prompts now because they're everywhere. I'll say on why video is the best for sales. I'll click submit after I choose a length. And then Ira is going to kick back some copy to me. And when I have it, I can preview it back in a voice because sometimes it's nice to just have a voice read it back to you. It's good to hear it. You can have it read back in an AI voice. You can copy it to a clipboard and save it somewhere else. You can import it directly to scripts, which is what we do a lot of. So we'll use an AI writer, we'll make some adjustments, we'll save it into Dubb, we'll load it into a teleprompter, and we'll just deliver the script. You can also import this to a voice video. So the use case would be, today I'm not feeling a little under the weather. Maybe I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to use my voice. You can upload a photo over here to the right, choose an AI voice down here at the bottom. And then when you send this video out, what someone would see for the GIF would be the image and a little waveform that would kind of bounce across the screen. Almost looks like a kind of an animated voicemail. The last thing you can do down here is you can import this to an avatar video. So what you can do is click this here. We have a full library of avatars that you can choose from. You also can create your own by clicking create. Just choose, put a description in, choose an AI voice. Takes a little time to create the asset, but when it does, you'll get a little notification that says it's ready. And then from that point, you can use them in email campaigns, and you also can use them for screen recordings. So if you want to walk someone through like a contract or a website, they can actually do that. The last part in here with the dashboard is auto, right over here to the right, next to my profile picture up here at the top. If you click this here, it opens up as a little assistant. It kind of follows you around. So if I want to say, what are the best videos to make for recruiting? I can also ask specific questions about the platform and everything, like, hey, where's the desktop app? How does that work? That kind of stuff. But you can also ask questions like this, and Otto will give you the answer right over here. And then at the end, Otto will typically provide some resource links right down here at the bottom. So it's pretty neat having this right in here. And all you have to do to close it is tap Otto right here, closes it, and then reopen. You can reopen it. And if you have any questions for the team, down over here to the bottom left is our little intercom bubble. You can come right in here. You can ask the AI agent or a human being on our team, or you can do some self-help with some keyword searches to find an article and video for what you're looking for. So it really comes down to use case, use case, use case. Now, the individual meetings that we've had with folks that have had demos is really about circling back, recognizing that use case, and doing that one thing. If you're reaching out on LinkedIn and that's your thing, go right to the part of the training, get the Chrome extension, find the person's site, record the video. Now, we have an email called feedback@Dubb, and I'll put this in the chat right now. Whereas when you're trying this out and you want some feedback, record something and just send it to that email, feedback at Dubb, and then we can just go through it. So, Kai, I know originally when we spoke, it's been a little while now, but I know we had some specific kind of use case stuff on what you were doing. So for you, I'm trying to remember what that was. I think was it like a newsletter that you wanted to send out as well? I'm trying to remember what that
Oh, excuse me. I was gonna do, and I ended up doing it just in writing. I was gonna do a quick to my 10,000, 30,000 database and just be like, hey, it was great. I met you at some point. I decided to do it more written, but I do love this. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. This
Yeah.
is
Maybe the
very,
whiteboard, Kai. That's like, hey, we met. Something like
yeah,
that. I think that's a pretty easy, straightforward thing to do with what you want to do with that.
yeah. I mean, yeah, wow.
Yeah. So I mean, but sometimes it can be tech overwhelm where it's like, oh my God, you guys do so much. But I would say like taking from the point of like you just said, you already have a perfect use case for that. And then beyond that, there can be other use cases for the visuals. But I think that would be a cool one to start with.
Yeah, no, I love that whiteboard. I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah. So if you want to send over a test, let us know, you know?
Yeah, no, I love it. I'm leaving tomorrow morning again from Minneapolis. Just got back from Mexico. So the challenge is just sitting on me to have me do.
Well, you
Yeah.
could like I was saying before, I think you have an admin assistant, right, Kai? I think.
Yeah, I'm a VA and yeah, and
So what
somebody.
you could do is every Dubb account has an admin. So what you could do if you want to, you could have the admin come into the live training or have them go to YouTube support when this is on there later this afternoon or tomorrow. And you could have them watch it, learn how to use the platform, and then you could kind of just be the creator of the video and then get it over to them and they could use it.
Yeah, I like the personalized bit of it though. It's
No,
amazing.
no, do that still, but I'm saying like you don't have to do the actual sending and you know what I'm saying? So if you're busy, you can do a quick video and then your admin has the logins to get into your Dubb and then the admin can do the sending and all that kind of stuff if you want to do that. That's what
And
some
then
people.
you help us set up that landing page because I would need at least three or four of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Like as soon as you
Oh,
get on a paid
interesting.
plan, as soon as you subscribe, the team gets notified and like, okay, and then they meet you in Zoom and help you set everything up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have an 11 o'clock, and that was so really good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Well,
you.
good to see you in here, Kai. Good to hear your voice.
You're amazing. All right. Thanks, sir.
See you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. And let's see, I'm going to pop over here to Kyan because Kyan, I know you had some questions in here. So let me pop back over. Da-da-da. Yes, finally, the training yesterday finally is uploaded. Yes, that's right. It's uploaded to YouTube. Yep. You can also do dub videos in Zoho Mail. I haven't done videos in Zoho, Kyan, so I'm not too familiar with that. You might have to ask good old Darius on that one. I think it would just be a copy and paste in, I believe. Because I know I think we have the integration with Zoho, I think. But I would check with Mr. Darius on that one. Check your email. All right, let me see really quick. Um, I don't see the screenshot one here, Kyan. Did you send it over to support? That might be the best one to do on that one if you send it to support. Can you hear me okay, Kyan?
Yes, I sent the email already to you. You should refresh.
Did you send it to me or support?
I sent it to you.
All right, let me check really quick. Was it yesterday, right? This was about the Safari thing. Is that right?
No, I think I said Safari yesterday, but I said Google instead.
You might have to resend it. I don't see that one. I only see the other support one. Um, yeah. What kind of issue was it, Kyan? Like, what was the video about?
It was about the YouTube import and upload from the computer, from my phone.
Oh, okay, yeah. Definitely send that kind of stuff to support because they should be able to help you with that stuff if there's an issue with that. Yeah. You have the support email, right, Kyan? Like support at Dubb?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. Send it over to them, and then either Ina or Arena or Eileen will get back to you on that one as far as the specifics. How's Texas? Are you back home?
No,
You
no, I'm
still on
not.
the, you still on the road? Okay. Well, get home safe, and thanks for coming in all the time, Kai. It's always good to have you in here. All right, everybody. Whoever's left, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of the night. Bye, everybody.